Most of us have heard the word dyslexia thrown around in our world, and perhaps you've even said, "Oh, I'm dyslexic," when you tell somebody your phone number and you mix up your numbers. I'm here to tell you that there are some misconceptions regarding dyslexia, and I'm hoping to debunk some of those myths that we have. And I will also give you some tools that all students will benefit from, but these will pertain specifically for those who have dyslexia. Myth number 1, many tend to think that dyslexics read their letters backwards or upside down and may need the help of a mirror to help either write or read. Myth number 2, dyslexics mix up the letters in a word. So they may read bat instead of tab or tab instead of bat. In fact, 70% of educators believe that reversing the order of letters is one of the main features of dyslexia. Myth number 3, having dyslexia means that you're not as smart. Now that we've covered 3 myths, let's talk about what dyslexia is. Dyslexia literally means difficulty with words. So dyslexia is a learning disability where students struggle with processing the written word. This can come in the form of reading, writing, and spelling, and it is not a reversal of letters, and it is not a reversal of the order of letters in a word. Students with dyslexia do not have intellectual disability. In fact, oftentimes they have average to high intellectual ability. In the classroom, students with dyslexia may feel like they're not as smart as their peers because they struggle with reading and they may not be able to read as quickly or read as well as other students. Now I'm going to offer you some neuroeducational tools that are based off research and cognitive science. This is from a book, How We Learn by Benedict Carey. The following are some tools that can be utilized by teachers and by students. Visuals, perceptual learning modules, varied environmental stimulation, spacing effect, and sleep. In one experiment, subjects were given pictures and others were given words. The subjects who were given pictures had better memory recall than those who were given words. So pictures help retain memory, along with words that create a visual imagery in someone's mind. Perceptual learning modules, or PLMs, are learning programs that are visual, they're fast-paced, and they're focused on classifying images. PLMs are built to increase perceptual intuition. Students and teachers can build their own perceptual learning modules by utilizing flashcards, either paper or computerized, or by creating a computer program where they're exposed to a lot of pictures or words where they have to make a quick decision. Another tool students and teachers can use is varying the studying environment. One can do that by listening to background music and varying the music at different times, or by physically moving your location to different areas of study. According to Benedict Carey, having something going on in the background environment is better than silence or nothing at all. The spacing effect is literally spacing out the time between learning. So it is known that if you space out your study times, that you have a much better rate of retention. After learning something new, it's best to space space out what you review, 1 or 2 days after your initial study, then 1 week later, then 1 month later. When doing this, you can double your retention rate. And lastly, we have sleep. Sleep is very important because your brain is active during sleep. One would think that studying more would help you retain more information, but actually if you go to sleep, let your brain do its work while you're sleeping, it actually helps. So there are 4 stages of sleep. I'm going to cover just 2 of the stages, the most important. Stage 2 relates to your motor skills and performance, and it occurs towards the end of your sleep cycle, so toward when you're starting to wake up. So when you have a big athletic event and you want to be well prepared, it's better to stay up later and be able to sleep through the night and wake up at your normal time than to get up early. The other stage is stages 3 and 4. Those relate to your memory retention. So when you have a big test coming up, you want to make sure that you go to sleep at your normal bedtime because your deep sleep stages occur toward the beginning of your whole sleep cycle. Thank you for watching this video. I hope you are able to debunk some myths in relation to dyslexia and that you learned some tools to help you study or help a dyslexic student study better.